Our mission today is to find the best smelling rose in Washington Park. Come join us. Help us find the rose. Hey fans, we're up at Washington Park in the West Hills above the city of Portland, and we're going to take a look at the leaves changing. We're going to take a look at the rose garden and a couple other things that make Washington Park kind of special. So stay tuned and see where we're going. Well, we're just pulling into Washington Park. Right in front of us there is the Portland Zoo. Currently, because of COVID, you have to have reservations, advance tickets purchased. But the drive that goes up through the zoo, between the zoo and the Children's Museum, and up along the Forestry Center is a nice little drive. Lots of trees. The neat thing about Washington Park is it is a true forest park in the middle of an urban area. All around Washington Park, except on the west side for the most part, is all city. You have Beaverton, Portland, kind of surrounding it. And you can see that we're going up through some trees, and we're going to be pulling into the parking lot shortly. This is the Children's Museum. It was actually opened in, I think, 1946. It's currently closed. It has a little kind of a maze over off to the one side. On the other side of the arborvitae, some statues out front. And if we look across the road over towards the zoo is the zoo parking area, and you can see the leaves starting to change, and it's really starting to get pretty out here. We're coming up to the World Forestry Center. It's currently closed because of COVID, but this is a great place to look at exhibits. They're interactive exhibits for any age, and it kind of helps you with your connection to the forest and understanding what that's all about. And then there's an exhibit with Peggy, the steam locomotive, and some logs. Back in the day, that's how they brought the logs down out of the mountains. Up until about 1980, I believe that's the way St. Regis Paper Company did it in Klickitat. And here is White Arboretum, which has old growth timber, some beautiful red cedars, white cedars, fir trees, and trails all through it. The trail system here is magnificent, and for an urban park, it's just unbelievable to have that many trails in a forest type setting. This is the Vietnam Living Memorial. This is a lot of trees are planted in here in a garden. I guess that's why they call it a living memorial. But if you look underneath the walking bridge, we're going to come to the Gardens of Solace. And the neat thing is the path basically winds up the hill to the displays that you see up there, and each monument is broken down by year, and it has the fallen soldiers' names listed on there based on the year that they perished, and it goes all the way around to the top, and helps us remember the sacrifice that these men made for our freedom. We are now pulling into the International Rose Test Garden. There's literally 10,000 roses that grow in this garden, and they're in bloom from early May until late October, until the rains come down too heavy and it starts getting cold. There's literally all different kinds of colors, tea roses all the way to the tall climbers. Across the road from the rose garden is the Japanese gardens, another great place to visit, but that's one of those places where you'd end up spending a couple of hours. On this particular trip, we didn't have the time to go through that. We'll probably do a special thing just on the Japanese gardens and some of the other statues and exhibits that are throughout this park. Terry's always looking for the best smelling roses, and apparently she found some. We've accomplished our mission. Terry has found the best smelling rose in the rose garden. Now if she can just get her nose out of it, we can continue.
Good smelling rose. Beautiful red rose.
Well, fans, we just completed another adventure at Washington Park in the West Hills of the city of Portland. Hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. Stay tuned for more adventures coming your way. We've accomplished our mission. We found the best smelling rose at Washington Park. I hope you enjoyed our adventure. Come join Senior Snoops and see where we end up next.